back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to explain PulseX Sacrifice, how it works, how to do it. I'm also going to explain PulseChain and everything you need to know, because what's happening now, and if you're watching this video, you're probably confused. You're infused, but you're confused, right? Because you're probably thinking, well, what's actually happening? What is PulseX? What's the difference between PulseX and PulseChain? How do I actually, do the sacrifice to ensure that I don't do anything wrong, etc. I'm going to explain it all in the video. I'm also going to explain their objectives, their goals, and the correct websites you must be using, right? Because unfortunately, guys, there is a lot of scams that will be essentially creating false websites, and you could potentially be sending your, your sacrifice to the wrong a website, and you will not get any PulseX tokens. So before I get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting more videos like this, and you can see our other gems that we have on this channel as well. Remember, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own independent research. With that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much more. Guys, do that right now. Join the Telegram group right now. Also, one thing I would say, guys, is make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting more videos. So let's get into this. So PulseX Sacrifice. Firstly, if you're doing a PulseX Sacrifice, you must be on the right website, and that's pulsex.info. I repeat, pulsex.info. You should see a page like this, but it must be pulsex.info. Now, I'm not going to get into the sacrifice just yet, because I want to explain to you guys what this actually is, right? So let's go down, and to go on the actual PulseX website, because I know a lot of people are even finding it hard to find the website or navigate the website, you go to pulsex.com. I repeat, pulsex.com. Now, the PulseX Sacrifice has started. This is a total USD sacrifice so far. There is an estimation and only includes sacrifices on the Ethereum chain. Right, very important that you understand this, and this is ERC20 tokens, as you guys can see from the top 10 most sacrificed coins so far. Hex being number 1, because this is the Richard Hart project, which was the founder of Hex. He created these two projects because he was tired of the high fees on Ethereum, right? So that's what sparked this, these two projects, which I'm about to speak about. Hex being number 1, because obviously, the Hex guys are going to opt for, or be the first to opt for, Richard Hart's new projects. Now, let's go all the way down and get to the point. PulseX, PulseChain. PulseX, what is this? So PulseX is PulseChain's PulseChain's exchange. That was a bit of a tongue twister. It is the PulseX exchange. So PulseX enables you to exchange tokens, PRC20s, on PulseChain for one another. So for those of you that are thinking, okay, but what's PulseChain? PulseChain is this, and I'm going to get to this shortly, don't worry. But first, let's continue. Right, so PulseX enables you to exchange tokens, PRC20s, on PulseChain for one another. For example, you could swap PulseChain's native token, PLS. So PulseChain will actually have its own native token, PLS. If you guys opted for the sacrifice on that, then of course you can expect PLS tokens for PLX, right? So it kind of works as an exchange. The way you want to look at this is like a Uniswap on Ethereum, or Sushi Swap, 1inch, these type of decentralized exchanges. Look at it like that. And if that's hard and you're thinking, well, what is Uniswap? What is 1inch? Try to think of it like maybe a Binance platform or a Coinbase platform, kind of like an exchange where you can buy and sell the swap tokens, right? Bridges also let people trade currencies from other chains on PulseX. So let's move on to the next point, the world's largest yield farm. Every time people swap from one coin to another on PulseX, liquidity providers earn fees as a reward, right? So for those of you that are familiar with yield farming, I'll probably do another video on yield farming alone, because it's quite a complex project. For those of you in the finance space, you're going to be more familiar with how this works. But don't worry guys, more videos coming soon. But just to summarize, every time people swap from one coin to another on PulseX, liquidity providers earn fees as a reward. Users can bridge in their fee ERC20s and pair them with free PRC20s in order to provide liquidity and earn fees. This also backs the value of PRC20s that they got for free, right? So this is where the value comes from, right? So this will be kind of your reasoning for getting involved in this in the first place, right? And I'm going to get to the goals. I'm not going to get into this. This is very complicated and I don't want to confuse the video, right? So PulseX Goal, right? And the reason why it's important to understand the goal, because it should give you clarity on whether this project is for you, whether you want to be involved in this project, whether its goals align with your core values and beliefs, right? So what are PulseX goals? PulseX is a Uniswap fork with PulseX liquidity provider incentivization. Its goal is to provide PulseChain users with the best possible trading experience and yield farm with a strong focus on incentivizing ERC20 holders to bridge in and back the value of their free PRC20. So there's a lot of game theory going in here. And as you guys can see, just to go back, its goal is to provide PulseChain, which is this. So the users of this, let's scroll down again, users with the best possible trading experience and yield farming, strong, etc. Right? Now, PulseX is designed to increase in value. I'm not going to get into this kind of stuff, guys, maybe on another video. I just want to make this clear for you. So for those of you so far that are watching this, now you should know what PulseX is, right? If you don't, I suggest you go to the website. And in fact, let's just go to facts, because before we then go on to actually how to do this, right? How to sacrifice. Let's just go into some of the questions that you probably still have. So is this PulseSwap? The answer to that is yes. The name PulseSwap was more of a placeholder. It's called PulseX. It's called PulseX, ticker symbol PLSX, right? Second question you're probably wondering, or some of you may be wondering, when will PulseX be released? When the PulseChain mainnet launches, probably in a few months. So already, some of you are thinking, wow, this is all I needed to know. Thank you. See you later. Now, before you leave, if I've answered your questions, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. How many PLX will there be? Supply. The supply of the PLX will be determined by the total USD value that will be sacrificed, and that is this value here. All PLS will be minted to sacrifices. So if you sacrifice, you'll receive the mint. No developer allocation, no treasury, no insiders that get any PLX. So that's very interesting, and that in fact may actually be a reason why many of you wouldn't have got involved. So I hope that answers your question. So what will PLX be worth? They will occur value after you receive them. Even though price discovery will happen very fast, nobody knows what the price of PLX will be after the so many of you are probably wondering, what's it going to be worth? Guys, this question cannot be answered, but one thing that I will say straight away is Hex did extremely well on launch. It did over 1,000,000%, right? So the way I see these kind of products are, in my personal opinion, there's not much to lose if you do this smart, but there's everything to gain. Products like these, I don't believe in putting your whole life savings in this. Obviously, the Hex community are a very, very, a community where I know a lot of people are bullish on Richard Hart as a whole, so they're betting on the horse, right? Sorry, they're betting on the jockey and not the horse. Richard Hart seems like a smart guy, but even with that being said, one has to be smart, which is why I say if you do things right, then you have nothing to lose per se, but everything to gain. Hex did over 1,000,000%. So who knows what PulseX and PulseChain will do, right? So just to answer that question, can I see the code soon? So for the hardcore developers that are watching this and the guys that really want to you know, getting, because at the end of the day, guys, code matters, right? If the code's not good, it doesn't matter how great the team is. It doesn't matter how, you know, how big we are or you are as a supporter, etc. If the code's good, it will inevitably fail. So this is very, very important. Will I be able to store my PLS in PLX in Metamask? Yes, you will. Only need to connect to PulseChain by switching the network within Metamask. Then you can see all your PRC20s, including PLSX. You can store your PLSX in other wallets as well, right? I still have questions, etc. So you can actually go to the chat, etc. You can learn more about Hex, PulseChain, and Richard Hart. What is Hex? So I actually did this on the other video, so check out my other video that I did. PulseChain, whilst we're on it, because we are gonna briefly look at the website, but I'm sure you guys want to just know how to sacrifice now, as we've gone through quite a lot, so I'll do that next. But first, PulseChain, which is this website here. Remember guys, pulsechain.com, and I'll go over briefly the goals after I read this, and then I'll get straight into it. So let's go over this again. So what is PulseChain? PulseChain is an energy efficient, cheaper, faster, free, fee burning Ethereum fork. Every single token on Ethereum like Hex, Link, Uniswap, etc. will be copied over to PulseChain. Every ETH holder gets free PLS. Should I buy Hex Sacrifice for PulseChain or for PulseX? Nobody knows which one will perform the best, which is why many people are diversifying and getting them all. Where can I learn more about Richard Hart? So Richard Hart, remember guys, is the founder, as I said to you guys before, and many people are just betting on him. The first project, Hex, did really well. So, you know, we'll have to see what happens. But for now, guys, with all that being said, it's time to get into the main point here, and that is PulseX. Let's talk about it. So PulseX Sacrifice, now that you guys know what this project is, so PulseX Sacrifice is creating a set of people that believe freedom of movement and assembly are protected human rights. Sacrifice to prove you believe, right? So that's just a slogan, you know, whatever. If you are sending on the following networks, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon Matic, Avalanche, or Ethereum, you can send directly from your wallet. Now, guys, remember, if you're sending to this address, and again, guys, remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to do anything here. I'm just showing you how to participate in this. If just a bit of guidance, basically. So essentially, guys, if you are going to send to this address, you do not do it from your exchange. E.g., you do not do this from Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, etc. You essentially do this from your Metamask wallet, Trust wallet, Coinbase wallet, Ledger, Trezor, and etc. Right? So it has to be a wallet that you have the seed phrase for. You're personally in control of, not a centralized exchange, etc. So do keep that in mind. So if you do not have that, I suggest you pause this video and maybe watch a tutorial on how to set up a Metamask wallet. That's the wallet I have, or Trust wallet, etc. Watch a video, find out how to set one up, and then of course you can then send. If you are sending the following Ethereum, Binance, etc., then you can send to this wallet. Now, remember guys, the easiest way to think about this is if you do not have an ERC20 token and you try to send to this address, it's not going to work, right? So you want to be looking at, in fact, let's just make this simple. Just opt for one of these, essentially. Ethereum was probably Hex. If you're already a Hex member, then obviously Hex. Ethereum, easy for you guys to understand, but basically just try and go for anything that are the top 10 most sacrificed coins so far, just so you don't make any mistakes, right? So you can send directly to this wallet. Once done, scroll down, you can put your wallet that you sent from in this address, you click next, it will give you another point, and then you do basically just confirm, and then it will say, thanks for sacrificing, etc., etc. Now, after this, and this is why many of you watch this video, so what happens after that? Again, you just wait, right? You wait, and then I guess once everything is up and running, which goes back to this point, in fact, when it goes back to this point, when will the chain be released? Nope, let's scroll down. When will I be able to store my PLS in Metamask? Yes, you will. So remember, guys, this is the question that answers your question once you've actually done the full, sending of your ERC20. This answers your question. Will I be able to store my PLS in Metamask? Yes, you will. You only need to connect your PLS to PulseChain, which is this website here. So connect to PulseChain. Sorry guys, let's go back. So you connect to PulseChain by switching the network within Metamask. So typically when you go to any website, especially like Hex or something, it will have a connect to your Metamask or Trust Wallet, etc. You just click connect, and then essentially you will see all the PRC20s, including PLSX, all the other, projects, and you will see it there basically. And then from there, you can store your PLSX in other wallets as well. I hope that all answers your question. I hope I went above and beyond the points that you wanted. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button and show everybody how powerful this community is, right? Because let's see, how many comments can you guys leave before? How many subscribers can we get from this video? How many new Telegram members can we get? I want you guys to show everybody that may be watching this, people that are just, my subscribers, etc. I want you to show them how engaged you are as a community. So subscribe, like, comment, join the Telegram group. And if you do want to dive deeper into my community, click the link in my description and join Crypto Crew Premium. That's where we go over our 100x gems in the metaverse, projects that we're looking at, other projects that we got into early, leverage trades, and much, much more. And of course, more in-depth research, analysis, etc. So link in the description. With that being said, guys, seize the day.